What if everything you've been told about staying sharp and focused is only half the truth? Most of us are wired to think snacking all day fuels productivity. But what if skipping meals was the secret weapon your brain has been craving? Shocking, right? Here's the kicker. Fasting, often dismissed as just another diet fad, might hold the key to unlocking your brain's full potential. Imagine feeling laser-focused, energized, and clear-headed without relying on sugary pick-me-ups or endless cups of coffee. For years, the idea of skipping meals sounded extreme, even unhealthy. But now, cutting-edge science is flipping the script, showing how intermittent fasting doesn't just aid your physical health, it can transform your mental clarity. We're talking sharper decision-making, faster problem-solving, and that elusive sense of mental calm. Think of it as rebooting your brain's operating system, clearing the junk files, and running at top speed. Tempting, isn't it? But here's the deal. Fasting isn't a magic wand, it's a tool, and like any tool, it needs to be used correctly. So, how does it work? What are the brain-boosting benefits you've been missing out on? Stick around, because what you're about to learn could change the way you think literally. Intermittent fasting might sound like the latest health buzzword, but the truth is, it's an ancient practice that's finally getting the attention it deserves. At its core, it's about eating within specific time windows, giving your body a break from constant digestion. Think of it as hitting the reset button for your metabolism. Whether you're aiming for fat loss, better energy, or even sharper focus, intermittent fasting acts like a multi-tool for your overall health. And no, you don't need to jump into extreme schedules like a 20-hour fast. Starting with something manageable, like a 12-12 split, can work wonders. One fascinating aspect of intermittent fasting is how it impacts muscle maintenance. Some people worry they'll lose muscle while fasting, but studies suggest otherwise. When done right, fasting can actually promote fat burning while preserving lean mass. Pair it with strength training during your eating window, and you're setting yourself up for longevity and healthy muscle function. Imagine lifting weights at 4 p.m., breaking your fast with a nutrient-packed smoothie, and feeling like you've hacked the system. It's all about timing. But fasting isn't just about physical gains. It's a total well-being upgrade. By giving your digestive system a breather, you allow your body to focus on cellular repair, a process known as autophagy. This cleanup crew for your cells is like Marie Kondo for your body, clearing out the clutter and leaving you feeling recharged. Ready to dive deeper? Let's explore what fasting does to your brain and how it boosts mental clarity in unexpected ways. Glucose is often called the brain's primary fuel, and for good reason. Your neurons depend on it to fire on all cylinders. Think of glucose as the gasoline in your car. Without it, your brain's ability to process and store information grinds to a halt. But here's the catch. It's not just about having glucose, but having the right amount. Too little, and your thoughts feel foggy. Too much, and you're on a mental roller coaster. Ever felt like you couldn't focus after a sugary snack? That's your neurons begging for balance. The fascinating part is how glucose impacts focus and mental clarity. When your levels are steady, your brain can encode information more effectively, boosting mental clarity and productivity. Imagine preparing for an important presentation. Instead of a carb-heavy breakfast that leaves you sluggish, try a balanced meal like eggs and avocado to keep glucose levels in check. This small adjustment can make the difference between zoning out or nailing your delivery. But here's where fasting comes in as an unexpected ally. By practicing intermittent fasting, you regulate your blood glucose naturally, preventing those extreme highs and lows. Your neurons become more efficient, enhancing focus without the need for constant snacks or sugary pick-me-ups. Curious how fasting and glucose play a role in creating that sought-after mental sharpness? Let's unravel the myths and dive deeper into fasting clarity next. It's easy to hear about the mental clarity benefits of fasting and think, so I just skip meals, and I'll feel like a genius. Well, not quite. While fasting can reduce sleepiness by activating the body's fight-or-flight response, mental clarity doesn't mean you should ignore your body's need for glucose. In fact, glucose plays a critical role in optimal brain function, even during fasting. The real magic lies in balance. Fasting helps eliminate distractions like energy dips, but your brain still craves fuel to perform at its best. Picture this. It's late afternoon, and you're powering through a project. You've been fasting since morning, feeling sharp and focused. But as your glucose reserves dwindle, that edge starts to fade. This is why breaking your fast with nutrient-rich foods is essential. Think whole grains, lean proteins, or a handful of nuts. They provide the sustained energy your brain needs without sending you on a sugar high. It's not about starving. It's about nourishing smartly within your eating window. So, does fasting deliver mental clarity? Absolutely, but only when paired with mindful nutrition. The idea isn't to deprive your body, but to train it to operate efficiently. And here's a thought. What if you could combine fasting with a strategy to balance glucose and maintain steady focus throughout the day? Let's explore how strategic feeding windows make all the difference. When it comes to intermittent fasting, strategy is everything. It's not just about skipping breakfast or eating fewer meals, about crafting a routine that syncs with your lifestyle and goals. One effective method is the 16-to-8 approach, where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. This gives your body the structure it needs to balance energy levels while maximizing fat loss and mental clarity. Imagine starting your day with black coffee at 7 a.m., breaking your fast at noon with a nutrient-packed meal, and finishing with a light dinner by 8 p.m. It's a schedule that works with, not against, your rhythm. What's interesting is how this strategy can support both focus and energy throughout the day. By delaying your first meal, you allow your body to enter a state of ketosis, where fat becomes the primary energy source. This shift often leaves people feeling sharper and more alert, especially during morning hours. Pair this with activities like a brisk walk or deep work sessions, and you'll notice an enhanced ability to concentrate without the post-meal slump. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a renowned neuroscientist, is a strong advocate of using time-restricted feeding to optimize brain health. He structures his day to combine fasting, exercise, and controlled feeding windows, demonstrating how this approach can improve both focus and well-being. Curious about adding a little boost to your fasting routine? Let's see how caffeine plays into the mix for an even sharper edge. Caffeine and fasting are like a power duo for mental clarity and focus. When consumed in a fasted state, caffeine works more efficiently because your body isn't busy digesting food. This means even a smaller cup of coffee can give you a noticeable boost in alertness. Imagine sipping on a black coffee first thing in the morning. During your fast, your brain perks up. Your focus sharpens, and you're ready to tackle your to-do list without the jitters of overdoing it. But timing is everything. Having caffeine too late in the day can interfere with your sleep, undoing the benefits you gain from fasting. A pro tip: stick to your caffeine intake before noon or right after exercise, when your body is primed to use it effectively. If plain coffee isn't your thing, green tea is an excellent alternative. It offers a gentler boost and comes packed with antioxidants that support brain health and longevity. The key to making caffeine work with fasting is moderation. You don't need to chug multiple cups to feel productive. A single, well-timed dose can amplify your focus during your fasting window. And while caffeine can enhance your mental clarity, there's more to focus than just a cup of coffee. Let's dive into how glucose levels influence the natural curve of your concentration throughout the day. Focus isn't a straight line. It's more like a U-shaped curve that ebbs and flows throughout the day. When glucose levels drop too low, you might feel mentally clear, but lack the sustained focus needed for deep work. On the flip side, a glucose spike can leave you energized momentarily, only to crash shortly after. The sweet spot is in the middle, where balanced glucose keeps your neurons firing efficiently without distractions like brain fog or energy dips. Think of it this way: you're starting your day and your glucose levels are naturally low after a night of fasting. This is when you're primed for short bursts of focus, making it the perfect time for quick decision-making or creative brainstorming. But as the day progresses, your brain needs steady fuel to sustain attention for longer tasks. Breaking your fast with a meal rich in healthy fats, lean proteins, and complex carbs can help you maintain that balance without the roller coaster effect. Understanding this focus curve can help you plan your day better. Schedule intense work during your mental peaks and take breaks or lighter tasks during natural dips. Want to supercharge this rhythm? Combine balanced meals with intermittent fasting to regulate glucose and stay sharp all day long. Ready to tie it all together? Let's uncover how fasting transforms not just your body, but your entire approach to brain health and well-being. So, here's the big question. Are you ready to give your brain the upgrade it deserves? Intermittent fasting isn't just about skipping meals, it's about reclaiming your focus, energy, and overall well-being. Imagine starting your day with mental clarity, and ending it with the confidence that you're investing in your long-term brain health. Doesn't that sound like a future worth striving for? But don't just take my word for it, experiment and see how your body and mind respond. Maybe it's a 16-to-8 schedule, or perhaps a smaller fasting window suits you better. The key is to start small and stay consistent. What will your first step be? A delayed breakfast tomorrow? A black coffee during your fasted window? Let's get specific and practical. What's your move? If this resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss a single tip on optimizing your health, well-being, and longevity. Your journey to better brain health is just beginning, and there's so much more to explore together. Ready to take that leap? Let's keep growing one smart choice at a time.